that we think are untouchable.
Exactly. And by untouchable, we mean if a team wants to trade like Mike Trout for these guys, we're going to say no.
Hold up. Before the video starts, this video is sponsored by Manscaped. Manscaped is our go-to below-the-waist trimmer, and they have just released their brand new Lawnmower 4.0. It contains the newest skin-safe technology for those sensitive areas.
As well as comes with an LED light for more precise trimming, multiple guard lengths, wireless charging, and is waterproof. Use code 450DC at manscaped.com at checkout for 20% off and free shipping. Hello everybody, welcome back to the 450 Dead Center channel. Chris here with Daniel, and we got a very fun topic to talk about today.
Yes, Chris, we have the, before I say it actually, if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button, drop a like. We're trying on the road to 1,000 by the end of the year, so that's the goal.
That's the goal. It's a good goal. I think we can reach it.
It is a good goal. I think it's very attainable. But right now, this is probably our favorite topic to do.
I love talking
We're going to talk about Jays prospects specifically, and we're talking about 5 Jays prospects that we think are untouchable.
Exactly. And by untouchable, we mean if a team wants to trade like Mike Trout for these guys, we're going to say no, even though, well, maybe not for Mike Trout, but you get the gist of it.
It's got to be like crazy. Like you better be getting like 9 All-Stars with this guy or something.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like if we're going to trade Austin Martin, like we better be getting like Jacob deGrom or something, like I swear.
Yes.
All right, so
exactly. So let's actually go within the first one that you just said right there.
Yeah,
Austin Martin.
Austin Martin. The guy is insane. Yesterday, he actually played his first like professional baseball game in a regular season. I think he went 2 for 4 yesterday, so that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good, huh? I know.
I think the key things with Austin Martin, I have his college stats up actually here. When he was at Vandy, but what I wanted to mention, one of the things that makes Austin Martin untouchable is the fact that he can play both infield and outfield.
Oh yeah, and the hair. Don't forget about that.
And the hair. Plus, he looks sick.
Yeah,
he's got the flow and everything.
So
But Austin Martin is such a highly touted prospect. We were lucky to get him at 5. I don't know how we got him.
We got a steal. We arguably got the best player in that draft.
Yeah, you could arguably mention you got the best player in that draft. Asa Lacy's pretty good. Spencer Torkelson looks pretty good, but
he hits bombs.
Austin Martin looks like he's going to be a complete stud. Guy can put infield and outfield legitly, not like, no offense, Chris, but not like Kevin Biggio can play infield and outfield. This guy can play infield and outfield legitly.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just looking at his Vandy stats. So his career total stats in Vandy, 3 seasons, played 140 games, had 200 hits, which is ridiculous.
Oh my
first
god.
Of all.
Oh my god. That's
39
insane.
doubles, 13 home runs, which I'm surprised considering he's kind of a smaller looking guy.
Yep.
76 RBIs, walked 85 times. This is the key thing. Walked 85 times, struck out 82 times.
Beautiful.
He walked more than he struck out in college as well. I know people don't like his batting average, but the career average is 368, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
On base percentage is almost 500. He's at 474.
That's insane. That's insane. That's what you
this
want
is a
from a
guy
player like that.
Exactly, and this is a guy that we've talked about before could be the future leadoff hitter.
Exactly. Like, I mean, once maybe George Springer settles down, or who knows what's going to happen, but I would like to see Austin Martin maybe in the leadoff spot a couple of years.
I think that he's definitely either a 1-2 or a 9 guy. I don't see him anywhere else in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
He can play the outfield. I think kind of he's the bridge between, he's going to be the next, when Springer, starts to get a little bit older and he can't play center field anymore, right?
Yeah, I get it.
Austin Martin's going to be there. Like you said, unless we're getting Mike Trout, I don't see us trading this guy.
No, 100%. The guy's our future, and we cannot just get rid of that, especially since Gurriel, Teoscar, their contracts are coming up sort of soon. So maybe, and Grichuk as well. So maybe once one of those guys go, he'll take one of the outfield spots.
I kind of just he's kind of the next in line.
Exactly. And maybe we give him 1 or 2 years in the minors to develop, and if he somehow kills it, then we have to bring him up.
He started in Double-A this year, right? You said in New Hampshire. Honestly, I could see him end in Triple-A easily by the end of the year.
Oh, for sure. I 100% agree. I agree with that. And let's move on to the second prospect on this list, who we have that is untouchable. This is Simeon Woods Richardson.
SWR. Part of the Stroman trade, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep, absolute steal we got there, that we know of so far. We got Woods, Richardson, and Kay in that trade, actually.
I knew there was two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Simeon Richard. I'm just gonna call him SWR. SWR. If you saw what he was doing in spring, that should be enough reason why he's untouchable.
Mm-hmm.
That guy was. We're putting him in against
the Yankees,
like the top Yankees line. Like he was facing Judge Stanton and LeMahieu, which are arguably 3 All-Stars.
Yeah.
And this guy was mowing them down left, right, and center.
Yeah, he was pitching good, man, and even his stats are like amazing. Like in Dunedin, I think he pitched. What is this? That's 2019. He had a 2.54 ERA in 6 games, which is pretty good. He had 29 strikeouts. In I think that was that when he was with the Mets, because before he got traded, I believe.
Yes, it might be.
Might be the Mets. No, 2019. He was. When did we trade Stroman? 2019.
2018 we traded Stroman.
Okay, so then in 20 games with an A-level team, he did pitch with a 4.25 with 97 strikeouts, which isn't the best, but he did have a 1.21 WHIP, which is really, really good. So be prepared for SWR this year. I believe he's in Double-A, so I can't wait for him to get a start. That's going to be insane.
I think with him, he's very unique because I know he's been a starter kind of in the past, but honestly, he looks like a fantastic reliever. I'm not even lying. That guy looks like he can be a legit closer.
Oh, 100%. Like, I agree. He's really good.
Even if he is a starter, he's still going to give you minimum 4 innings of quality baseball.
Yeah, I believe him will probably be a starter considering the Jays do need starting pitching, and I don't think we'll see him this year. Probably next year, but we'll see.
I think next year is when the year he comes up.
Yeah, his ETA was supposed to be this year, but then last year kind of got pushed back a little bit.
COVID didn't help, obviously, but Woodardson looks sick, and this kind of goes into the next point here. This next guy that we have, but untouchable, is Alec Manoa, and this is why I was kind of saying that Woodardson should be a reliever, just because these two together, and maybe in the playoffs you put Woodardson as a reliever, but these two together against the Yankees were literally no-hitting the Yankees.
Manoa was insane. Like, how many strikeouts did he have? I swear he had like a 15 strikeout per 9 against the Yankees. Like that's incredible. And
it's the New York Yankees. Like this is the Bronx Bombers World Series like favorites for the AL. Like these guys are like he's not facing no slouches. Like he's facing top quality baseball players and he's striking them out.
Mm-hmm. And in 2019, in like a kind of full season, Manoa had 6 starts. He had a 2.65 ERA, 27 strikeouts, a 1.06 WHIP, which is insane. Like he had 27 strikeouts and 17 innings pitched. That's pretty good if you ask me.
I mean, Manoa is very similar to Syndergaard in my eyes. They're both big. They're huge behemoths on the mound. They throw gas. They have a nasty curve or slider or something breaking ball.
It's disgusting.
Like, unless we're getting like Jacob deGrom, like I don't see us trading Manoa. Like this guy literally can be the ace of the Jays.
He could be the ace, and also he does have a 3-pitch mix. He doesn't have a 4th pitch, so that could maybe mean that he's going to throw 97 out of the pen. He could be a great bullpen arm, but I do think we're going to keep him as a starter because we need starting pitching.
I'm sure he'll develop a new pitch eventually.
But hey,
he's young, right?
He's 25,
24.
I believe. 24. Oh, he's 23 right now. Going to be 24 this year.
That's still pretty young. You can learn a new pitch pretty easily.
Exactly. Like Nate Pearson's going to be 25 this year, so.
Yeah. And honestly, I think the 3-headed monster of Manoa, Wood Richardson, and Pearson is a nasty 3 combo for the Jays in the future.
Exactly. And if we can maybe see Robbie Ray pitch like he is right now and maybe still have a couple more years of Ryu, then this rotation could be pretty good.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I'm excited. I'm excited. I just wanted them to come up now. I think Manoa might come up this season. We'll see.
He's starting in AAA, so there is a chance.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm hoping. I mean, Manoa's in what, AA right now or AAA?
He's starting in AAA. I believe he's going to pitch on Friday, so I'm going to be excited for that.
think, yeah, depending on how he does in AAA, he might just move right into the Jays team
Who knows?
September.
Especially if we continue with this injury bug.
Yes, for sure.
All right, let's move on
to the next two players.
Yeah, the next two players. This next player, our 7th overall in our prospect system, we have 21-year-old backcatcher Gabriel Moreno. This guy can hit. That's all I'm gonna say. Like whenever I hear something, they just say this dude, he hits. And I would say his most recent full season was 2019. Guy hit 280 with 12 bombs in that time. Like that's pretty good. That was an A ball, Lansing Lugnuts, but still that's pretty good, you know.
I mean, he was what then? 17, 18,
18, 19,
18
yeah,
then? 19 then.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this guy is machine hitting, and I don't think his defense is that bad. I've heard he has a good arm. Like he can hose people out.
Yeah, I mean in his prospect grades, he's got a 50-50 or like 50 or 50 fielding, 55 arm. That's pretty good.
Okay, so he's like average to above average fielder, which is not bad as a catcher.
Exactly, and the reason why we have him as untouchable is that we have some question marks now, considering Danny Jansen sucks. Reese McGuire is, yeah. I think we don't really have a stable option.
Kirk's good, don't get me wrong, but
he's hurt right now.
I mean, he's hurt right now, and I don't think as an everyday catcher, Kirk is a perfect backup catcher. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, and I mean, if just say Jansen does keep struggling, like hitting under 100, and Kirk's hurt, and McGuire doesn't do anything, Riley Adams doesn't do anything, maybe next year we could see Gabriel Moreno start on this team. Like I don't think he's gonna come up this year because he skipped Double A entirely and went from A to. Oh no, he isn't Double A. Okay,
oh, he's in Double A. I just want to mention yesterday in their first game. I don't know when this will go out, but on May 4th, the first game of Double A, this guy has a 600 average.
He, by the way, Daniel, he has 3 hits in 5 at bats with 2 RBIs. Just saying, the guy's hit everywhere.
He can hit. This guy can hit, and like he's young. He's the youngest catching prospect we have. I'm aware of.
And he also has the highest ceiling out of every catching prospect we have.
Like we said, unless we're getting I don't even think there's a catcher that I would trade for.
What, like Real Muto? But he's older now.
He's older
Will Smith?
now,
I don't know.
Maybe Will Smith, but still, it's like I think Moreno has such a high ceiling. Honestly, I see so much of Buster Posey in him.
I do. Like he can hit, and that's what we need as a catcher. I do think Kirk will probably be the starting catcher next year for this Jays team, but maybe we'll have Jansen as the backup. Who knows what's going to happen with him? Maybe you'll have Moreno as the backup. Who knows? I think it's time to move last guy.
That's the last player here, and there was a lot of names that we said this could have been. We could have easily said this could have been Elvis Martinez or Jordan Groshans, but the kind of things with them is we have so much infield depth on this team right now. You think about it, Bo, Cavan, they're gonna always sign a depth infielder.
We have
Santiago Espinal.
Yeah,
it's Panic right now. Semyon's at second, which I don't know if he'll stay there for long, but
you got Austin Martin in the minors cooking.
Austin Martin's in the minors. Like, there's just so much people in front of these guys, so I could see us moving on from one of them, for like a pitcher or a center or a reliever or whatever. The person we're gonna put for our number 5 is Alex Kloffenstein.
Adam Kloffenstein.
Oh, is it Adam? My bad. I just combined Alex Manoa and Adam.
Yeah, it's Adam Kloffenstein.
Adam Kloffenstein, and this guy looks like he is like. This guy locates. That's all I'm saying. This guy locates. I've seen some videos where he pinpoints corners like crazy.
He is good. And in 2019, I think this is when he was drafted. So he was 18 at the time. He pitched 13 games for Vancouver. Is that low A or high A? I believe that's low A. Low A. He pitched 13 games, had a 2.24 ERA, 1.09 WHIP with an opponent's average of 205. That's
this guy locates. Like, I've seen pitches where he is dotting like corners like crazy.
Beautiful. I love pitchers that do that. I don't know if he's a hard thrower, because his fastball set it's only 55, but he's like 55, 55, 50, 55, 55. So he's slightly above average in pretty much everything. This
guy's about to turn 21.
Yeah.
This guy's just turning 21. But that is crazy. So I'm thinking, like, our kind of reasoning for him here is that, Richardson, Manoa, Pearson. Those three are probably going to man the head of the rotation.
And Ryu, maybe.
And Ryu or another kind of veteran will be in there. But Kloffenstein as a 5 or even out of the pen is
pretty good.
Pretty good. Like that is a ridiculously good what's it called?
Option?
Ridiculously good option, yes.
Yeah, and also this year he did start a game for the Vancouver Canadians. He pitched 3.2 innings, had 3 strikeouts, which is all right. Opponent's average of 231, 1.91 whip. He had 4 walks, which wasn't that good, but it's the first game of the year so far. He hasn't pitched in a professional game minus alternate site since 2019. So I'd say give him some leeway. He's in high A ball right now. So we'll see what'll happen.
I think out of the pitchers that we've put on this list, Kloffenstein is the biggest question mark because he can either be a complete bust or he can be literally the next like Kyle Hendricks and locate like crazy.
Exactly. And I do think the highest ceiling out of all the pitchers in the list is Alec Manoa. He is insane. He throws like 95, not 95, like 99. So just be prepared, Jays fans. Those are our untouchable prospects. Obviously, we could, like we said before, you can easily throw Groshans or Orelvis Martinez in this list.
There's also CJ Van Eyck was in there too that we were thinking about, as well as the most interesting one that we both I want to mention really quick is Manuel Beltre.
Manuel Beltre.
I'm terrible.
Listen to this. 16 years old. We signed him as an international draft pick. The guy was born in 2004. Like, he's like 10 years old at this point. Like, it's kind of funny. And overall already, he has 55 hit, 55 arm, 50 field, 50 power, 50 run. But for some reason, overall, he's a 45, even though none of his attributes are that low. It's kind of weird. But at 16 years old, that's insane.
This guy has the most potential, I think. But he's so far down the line that I couldn't put him on this list, to be honest.
Yeah, because you never know what'll happen. Like, he can just be a bust. Exactly. Like, his ETA is in 2025. He is a shortstop, so who knows what's going to happen with that. I would probably move him to, like, 2nd or 3rd or something, but we'll see.
I think by the end of this year, maybe the end of next year, we'll have a good idea of what Manuel Beltre is going to be. But yeah, these are our top 5 touchable Jays prospects. Unless someone's giving us Trout for them or DeGrom, I don't see us moving on from either of them.
Yeah, exactly. Or, I mean, if they want to get... I wouldn't even take Tatis because his contract's so expensive, you know?
I wouldn't even take Tatis.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if let us know what you guys think below. Maybe if we missed anyone that you think should have been here, let us know why. And we'll see you guys all next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well.
Goodbye, everybody.